yeah. Okay, here we
There
go.
we go.
Here we go, working together. You're teaching your teacher something. That's awesome to me. But okay, so it is gonna be Take Two Talks. So here we are with Take Two Talks with Kaitlyn. So Kaitlyn,
Hi.
why don't you just go and introduce yourself?
Okay. My name's Kaitlyn, and I've been doing Take Two for 1 year. I did it last summer, and I'm 14.
All right, now, how did you find out about Take Two?
Well, I found out because I was going around and just looking for fun things to do over the summer, and we came upon this in Facebook actually, because my mom was looking around and told me about it, and was like, "Hey, do you want to try this?" I'm like, "Sure." So we headed over and talked to you guys, and you guys really like won me over. I thought it was amazing.
Oh, that's awesome. I'm so glad to hear that you guys found it on Facebook, that actually works sometimes. It's nice to hear. So, so overall, how would you describe Take Two?
I would describe it as something that's a very good thing to do if you want to get your feet wet with just like doing different medias and really getting involved with the artsy side of yourself. And if you just want to try new things, because you guys are like so open to just going out and doing new things, which was very, very amazing for me.
Now, were you nervous when you were like, when you signed up and that like first day that you were going, were you a little like, I don't know?
Yeah, I was a little nervous because I was afraid that I wasn't gonna make friends or anything like that. But within like the first couple hours, I found my group and we stuck together till like the end.
Awesome. So what would you say was your favorite part of Take Two? Or I should say is your favorite part, present tense, is your favorite part of Take Two?
Yep. I think my favorite part of Take Two was just being able to use different materials that I wouldn't normally be able to use now, like in my house or at my school, because they don't have Big Macs right now and stuff. So I can't really use those, especially now in quarantine. But like,
Right.
it was really fun to do it. So thank you.
So, oh, you're welcome. But what was can you describe just one or more projects that you created while in Take Two?
Well, one of my projects I did was I did a little comic strip, and it was so much fun just to be able to set up my own due dates and really making sure that I get it done on time.
Yeah.
Because I'm not really used to being able to have like due dates for certain things, especially with my artwork, because normally I just do it when I want to.
How did you feel when you saw your comic book like published in a magazine? Like, because now technically you're a published artist. You can say that. That's a pretty cool thing to say. So, how did you feel when you saw that, like in Bravo?
Oh my goodness, that was so amazing. It stepped up my like confidence in myself that I can be a published artist, especially at my age. Because I thought you'd have to be older and like do all these college courses to be a published artist.
And now you are.
Yeah.
And now you are. Cool. So what skills did you learn? You can talk about related to media and then just skills that maybe you learned that you can use for school or your career, maybe even in the future. So what kind of skills do you think did you find useful that you learned?
Well, I found like your time management really played a big role in this, and it really helped me to see that some things need to be done at a certain time and you just need to get them done. Like you can't keep pushing them off and doing that. That's just not going to work. And then I also learned how to use a camera, which was so exciting because I've always wanted to learn. And then I did. And I was like, oh my gosh, it's so much fun to take pictures.
Oh yeah, I forgot. You're a published photographer as well. You didn't just have your comic book, you had your photos in the magazine. So I totally forgot about that. You're a published photographer as well. That's awesome. So why do you think other kids your age should join Take Two?
Well, I think it's a very good environment to just find people who are interested in the same thing as you, because like you get to go out and meet people your age and maybe a little older or younger and like just create together. And with all the stuff that you guys provide, we are able to successfully do that. We're not just using old cameras, we're using up-to-date good cameras and good computers and good websites to do so.
Awesome. So this wasn't a question I wrote down, but I just popped up now.
Mhm.
What would you say to those kids who are like, well, I don't really want to be a filmmaker. I don't want to be a photographer. Is Take Two still for me? What would you tell them? Like
I
people
tell
who,
them,
oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
oh, I will totally tell them to try it out anyways, because like even though you might not want to be like a filmmaker or something like that, they will find something for you to do. Like they are actively wanting you to try new things. Like for me, I didn't really want to film before, and I never really thought of being like a photographer or recording people. But then once I came here, you guys were like, "Hey, do you want to record for these guys?" And I was like, "Sure, why not?" Like they'll
That's
find something for you to do, and you will find something you'll like.
Yeah. Oh, that's awesome. So another question is, why do you think like Take Two is important to maybe kids your age or even like the community as a whole?
Well, I think it helps us and encourages us that we can do something now. We don't have to be older. We don't have to have a college degree to do what we want to do. And we can make what we want to do like our job. We can go into a career with that. We can do a career of making photos. We can do a career of drawing. Like, we don't have to be a certain age or go to certain colleges or do this, this, and this. We can do it now.
Oh, that's awesome. That's so cool to hear. I'm glad like I try to get there, but without like telling you, I'm like, this is what I'm trying to do. So it's for you to realize like you're like, this is what I learned out of it. That's awesome.
Mhm.
So,
Yeah.
I mean, that's pretty much it. But what is there any like last message about Take Two, or you want to tell people directly about this program that's something they should definitely know about it? Is there anything that you just want to be like, just an overall view of it?
I think is to try everything because you guys like supply so many different things to us that like we have so many things at our feet to use, and we should really try stuff. Like that's what I want to do hopefully this year, and like because I want to just try different things, and if they don't go well, they don't go well. That's okay, because then there's always other things I can do.
Yeah, absolutely. Do you have a project in mind which that you are looking to do this summer, this upcoming summer?
Well, actually, I was thinking of doing a podcast
Okay.
because I want to do something that'd be fun to reach out to the people that we have in our community and like really tell them the perspective. Yeah, my sister's over
I know.
there.
I'm like, I'm sorry. I'm sorry to interrupt. Go ahead.
No, it's okay. And like as I was saying, I just want to for my podcast to like show people in our community what it's like to be an eighth grade girl
Right.
who's going into high school soon.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because like I think a lot of people don't understand what it's like, especially in this day and age, because it's changing so much that some people don't understand how to understand us.
Yeah. No, it's so cool that you said that because when I was interviewing Lena, that was one of the topics. If you remember, I asked you, what's a topic that you think we should discuss as a whole that we can all relate to? And one of the things Lena said is that sometimes adults just don't understand us and they dismiss us sometimes
Yes.
strictly on age. So I'm like, and I mean, I kind of am constantly reinforcing to you guys that I'm like, age is just a number. That doesn't mean
Mhm.
your feelings are are worthless or any less than somebody else. So I'm glad that you guys are actually getting the message without me directly being like, this is what I'm trying to do, guys. So I'm glad that you're
Yeah.
realizing it on your own. That as a teacher, that's
Mhm.
very rewarding to hear that you guys are getting kind of beneath the surface, like kind
Yeah.
of messages. So that's cool. Well, that's it, Kaitlyn. Thank you so much for
Of
doing this,
course.
for Take Two Talks. And
Yeah.
and hopefully, we'll get this ball rolling and hopefully we'll get this back for the summer. And I
Mhm.
mean, obviously, if you want to encourage any of your peers, classmates, whatever, to join, please
Oh
do.
yeah.
We always want new people and just to
Mhm.
kind and work on whatever your podcast, maybe start brainstorming certain things that you want to discuss or people you want to interview. That, I mean, go for it. So
Mhm.
I'm really glad that you were able to do this. So thank you very much,
Yeah.
Caitlin.
Of course. I'm
All
so
right.
happy you invited me to do it.
Yeah. All right.